you guys are ready.
Everett, when did you know you were going to be without Dante coming into the game?
Probably Thursday or what's the day? Saturday? Thursday.
Coach, I think it was 9 or 10 straight stops by your defense there at the end of the game. Just what changed after that first play of the second quarter where they busted off a 51-yard run?
We got the ball spilled and got it out of north-south run lanes. We were trying to make plays early on the edge instead of just doing our job, spilling the football to the edges. And we got that done, got that corrected at halftime. Coaches did a good job of fixing the issues.
It seemed like Jamel Johnson really stepped up today. Could you tell us what you saw from him?
Jamel Johnson is a really good football player. Maybe the best player on our team. So I've seen that every day since he got here from Charleston Southern.
Kind of in that same regard, Juan Black just comes up clutch every time it seems like you guys need a play, and he kind of did that again today. How have you just seen him grow and mature since he's been here at Temple?
Dwan makes a ton of plays, and there's some plays he could be better on. I alluded to spilling the football early in the game. But he's done a good job. He has done a great job of taking coaching better this year than he did a year ago.
What did you see from North Texas defense on that last possession that helped them stop the drive that was heading down the field?
Yeah, I haven't watched the film, so I can't tell you what I saw.
Coach, for your defense, is there anything you did differently, that you guys did differently from a technical standpoint? Because they scored their 24th point right when that second quarter started, and then were shut out for the rest of the game. Is there anything you changed from a technical coaching standpoint that forced the defense to have that much success?
Well, it was the first game we were really in a lot more three-down look. We're a four-down team, so it took our guys maybe a quarter and a half to really adjust to overlapping gaps and doing some stuff that they hadn't really done all year long. We needed to do that. We needed to put more guys on the second and third level of our defense because they're a really good pass team. We wanted to force them to run the football. They ran the football better than we wanted them to, but we wanted them to have to run the football to beat us.
And from both sides, it was pretty chippy. It's like there was a lot of talking back and forth, a lot of really big hits. You just talk about that intensity just coming out of the last game of the season, just showing that intensity from both sides.
Well, I'm just proud of our guys from competing, and I'm sure they're proud of their guys from competing. I mean, it's college football.
What did you see just from your guys, especially like we said on the defensive end, just laying it all out? Some of their guys this last collegiate game.
I think our entire team laid it out. I don't just think about the defense laying. I think our entire team played hard, and I'm appreciative of them doing that the last 2 weeks.
Coach, was there something wrong with Therese Worthy that he only saw very limited action and you were kind of rotating Tyler Douglas in that running back?
Yeah, he didn't get many reps this week in practice.
Was there an injury or was it something else?
No.
Coach, it looked like the Mean Green offense was using an extra person in motion.
Excuse me, I can't hear you.
So it looked like the Mean Green offense was using an extra person in motion a lot of times to bring him in, like from the slot as an extra blocker from the run game. Was that a coaching point you saw coming into the game, or was that something they brought in that you weren't expecting?
No, I mean they do that a lot on tape, so it wasn't anything. No.
Coach, what's next for you, considering that signing day is coming up Wednesday, and what do you say to the recruits who you still have committed?
Tuesday morning, I got a tea time at Grand Dunes member course, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
For their offense, you talk about Chandler Morris. He came into the game fourth in the entire country in passing yards, and he was held to below 200 this afternoon. I mean, I know you talk about Jamel Johnson. He's one of the guys out there that was a big factor in that, but just being able to have a guy with numbers like that not really perform on paper like that. You talk about your defense, the secondary.
Again, like I said, we changed the structure of our defense. We put more guys on the second and third level of our defense to put more people in his throwing windows. And our guys did a good job. We had opportunities to intercept maybe a couple balls and didn't, which may have changed the game. But if you're doing that, you know, you're hoping you keep his numbers down in the pass game, which we did. We have to survive the run game, which early we didn't, but for the rest of the game, 3.5 quarters we did. So you pay Peter to rob Peter to pay Paul sometimes.
When they had the play on second down, the ball hit the official on the head and
Yeah.
it was called. Did you get an explanation as to anything with that, or was it just a clean play?
Part of football.
Coach,
Last couple for Coach.
saw Tyler Stewart really take a big leap today, obviously with Dante being out. What have you seen from him being a true freshman here now?
He's very talented. We've got some young guys that are really talented that need to get on the field, that need to play more, and hopefully that's a springboard to him being a productive player at Temple.
And Grayson Maines obviously got some time in at guard coming back from that injury a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
What kind of went into the mindset to shift him to guard rather than plug him back in?
We were beat up and banged up in the offensive line. We lost some guys up front, so he's one of those guys that could do center and guard.
Okay.